Buenos dias, amigos, amigas, from the beautiful Malecon, one of the Malecons in the town of Chapala. This is the smaller Malecon, but it's not small. So let's take a look here at this Malecon, and also with me is a lady we interviewed a few months ago, and she's here with her rescue dog and beautiful dog. Her husband is walking over there with the other rescue dog, and if we can, let's talk again with this nice lady from Ohio. I'll let her introduce herself. Go ahead, please.
My name is Sharon. I'm from Ohio. This is Karma, our rescue dog, one of them. She was, we got her at the ranch, which is a wonderful organization. They do fantastic work with stray and abused animals, dogs. She was not socialized when we got her. She was nearly 2, but she had been caught when she was 6 weeks old with her sister. She survived distemper. The people one of the women at the ranch nursed her through distemper, and she was lucky she didn't get any tremors or nervous tics or anything. She was not neurologically damaged, but she spent 2 years at the ranch. She was not socialized. They take her for walks every day, but that's about it. And when we got her, I got her, she was terrified of everything. She didn't know anything about bicycles, noisy trucks, noisy cars, people stepping out of their doorways. You know, she would freak out, crouch down. And it took me about a year of working with her to get her where she is now, and she knows all her basic commands, plus a few you don't usually see, 1 or 2. She can go from a lying or a sitting position to a stand. I tell her to stand, and she does. And we started goofing around. I taught her a couple of tricks, taught her a high five, and she picked right up on that because she likes to use her front paws. And I taught her pose, which is sitting up, but I don't like the term beg, and sitting up is confusing because it gets confused with sit. So I tell her pose, and she sits up. And she's much easier with people. She's still shy of strangers, but if she'll come and sniff your fingers, that's a big step forward. So that's her story. And Hondo, the dog that owns my husband, she owns me, Hondo owns my husband. He was a much different personality, and we sent him to obedience school, and then worked with him, and he's a fabulous dog. And he's kind of her big brother. You know, he even goes so far as to share his giant bed pillow with her, which, you know, is most unusual. No, he shares with her and keeps her in line and looks out for her. He's more than once gone after a dog that was following after us, and he's not aggressive. He doesn't hurt other dogs deliberately, but he sort of sees himself as our protector. So he's a great dog too.
Okay.
And he's also from the ranch.
Okay, wonderful. What I was going to ask you to let the viewers know, in the last interview we did several months ago when you were out here, you rely and depend on these dogs quite a bit.
Yes, very much.
Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, they get us out in the morning. I've had a lot of illness episodes, toxic shock syndrome, cancer, you name it. And every time I've gone, this is my rehab. I go up and down and across the hill and up and again and down.
Wow.
10 laps.
10 laps.
Yeah, and it puffs me out. Believe me, I'm huffing and puffing at the end.
But you stayed in shape.
But I'm, well, round as a shape.
That's
yeah, I'm doing better since I saw you last. I've had a couple setbacks, you know, a couple of illnesses, but I'm still out here and, you know, still fighting it, still fighting to stay vertical.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and
getting
she's
out of the sedentary position.
Yeah,
too.
and
Yeah.
she and Hondo are a big help with that, because we roll out not willingly, but we go out at 6:30 in the morning and get dressed and everything, and then we usually get here by about 7:30 or so. And we spend, I do my laps, he takes Hondo for a training session, and then I come back, I go out and do her training to keep her fresh and keep reminding her of what the commands are. And she does great. Although sometimes I think she's doing it just to humor me. You know, she takes her position and whatever, and then, you know, just kind of looks off in the distance like, I'm just doing this because you want me to. I have to go. We have an appointment later this morning, so I have to leave.
Okay, I want to thank you once again for this second interview, this update, and taking time out from your morning walk here on the Malecon, the smaller Malecon in Chapala, but it's not that small. But thanks again, and we really appreciate you doing this interview.
Well, thank you.
And we love seeing your dog.
Yeah.
And your other dog, too.
Yeah. Yeah. The one that owns my husband. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good way of putting it.
Good girl.
Okay. Well, thank you. And
Thank you.
have a great day, rest of your day.
Okay.
Adios.
Thank you.
All right.